It's the NBA Live on 2K Sports on this Tuesday afternoon. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. Julius Randle is out there with Jaden McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Cleveland. And there are two big men out there, Mobley and Allen. At the guard positions, it's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the three, the small forward. And you look at how these teams match up, Clark. The guard positions boasting plenty of talent.
And you think about it, Kevin, the skill level of today's players arguably at an all-time high. But nothing like guard skills to help you put on a show.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. Conley, the pass to Gobert. He dishes it to McDaniels. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the 28th pick in the 2020 draft, Clark, Jaden McDaniels has more than outplayed his draft position.
Yeah, you know, there were some question marks year one in college at UW, but you look at him now, hey, length, mobility, skill set, those are things that every team wants and needs.
And he knocks down the first one.
Guys like McDaniels, who can guard just about any position on the floor, extremely valuable these days.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Clark, last season, Minnesota's talent was undeniable, but the results weren't there.
You know what, Kevin? They just had trouble puzzling all the pieces together. I mean, this season wasn't a failure by any means, but the outcome didn't match the high expectation.
Here's Conley. Jared Allen making his last shot. Here's Randle. Here's Gobert. They shoot again, and he lays it up and in.
Double-digit boards, a regular occurrence for Gobert. Makes it easier to get those second-chance hoops, too.
Edwards against Mitchell. Lets the three fly. Here's Allen. Gobert with the defensive effort. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Timberwolves on top, leading by just 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Here's Hunter. So on the floor for Minnesota, Julius Randle is out there with Reed. Then it's Conley. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Edwards in at the three. Now, here's Hunter. 6 to shoot. Mitchell against Conley. The three-pointer off the mark.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it. Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great positioning.
16 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Conley against Mitchell. A three ball. No good that time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It was a closely contested first. And that does it for...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. Trailing by 4. In at the forward positions, Okoro and Mobley. At the guard positions, it's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the 5 down low. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now, here's Garland. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Just 5 on the clock. Count that one from Mobley.
Superb pass from Garland. He's all for setting up his teammate.
Shot from 12. Good D by Mitchell.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Mobley kicks to Okoro. Here's Allen. And it's all evened up.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway.
6.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. They've got Reed, also Rudy Gobert out there. Joe Ingles is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot. Here's Merrill. Passes it to LeVert to take the lead. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Intentions are high here, but LeVert looks relaxed, prepared for the moment.
2 shots. Karis LeVert.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
And I think patience and poise are the keys here. I mean, LeVert can't afford to let the moment overwhelm him.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Needed those and got them. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
And the Timberwolves call timing. They're behind by 2. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
They do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1. We'll see if they try.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. He told them to pick up the pace. He said, if we're going to win, we have to seize this moment and act fast. He said, go all out or go home. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Merrill. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And it's LeVert missing. Minnesota calls timeout. They're down by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And they actually could take a 3 here and go for the win if they want to. I think they'll try and send it to overtime. The defenders don't want to foul in this situation, so you should be able to get a good look inside.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jared Allen.
And when a player scores over half his team's points, you know he's going to be our pick. Even when he's been the exclusive focus of the defense, they just haven't been able to keep him in check. A tremendous individual effort.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. So Cleveland will get the first possession. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. The wing set for him, Mitchell and Okoro. The big men on the floor for him, Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at the point.
And Mitchell is not someone you want to foul in these spots. This is one guy who will make the pay.
So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one, not with so much riding on it.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're trailing by 2.
Okay, everyone.
There's 49 seconds left in overtime.
For some T-shirts. Let's show them why we are the best fans in the NBA. Let's get loud.
Edwards looking it over.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. Here's Merrill.
Works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
To the middle. Randall against Hunter. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Forcing his way in is Randall. Hard for the defender to counter his strength.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're ahead by 1. There's 18 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. And they go to the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? You know, he misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Minnesota calls timeout. They trail by 3. 16 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Here's what's your take?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a 5.
Either way, they got to score the ball. Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
There was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
And we've seen Mitchell go up against much larger defenders throughout his career. And the reason he makes it look so easy is because of that 6'10" wingspan. Keep in mind, he stands at 6'1", but that's incredible length at his height.
Mitchell gets the game winner to fall.
0 on the clock as he drains the game winner.
You knew it was good when it